Hi, and welcome to Positive Parenting. My name is Irene Achia, and I'm a Christian counsellor. In today's episode, we're going to talk to parents of highly sensitive kids. Now, at first I want to define for you what a highly sensitive child is and what they're not. Highly sensitive children are often recognised by their parents from a very young age. They're those kids that are highly aware of their environment, highly aware of other people's emotions, and react very strongly emotionally to most things that happen in their life. An example might be, you may have two children. One fell down on the swings at school, scraped his knee, got in the car, didn't even mention it, while the other was coming down the slide and noticed someone laughing at them. And he's crying hysterically, and he's so hurt and shocked that someone would treat him in such a way. The reality is, one is probably highly sensitive, and parents of highly sensitive kids can probably pick which one it is. Most highly sensitive children are also gifted children. They're children that are highly intellectual, and they're kids that have gifts and talents in a variety of areas, whether that be music or academics or even sometimes sport. Highly sensitive kids can be draining for parents to raise because they're constantly emotional about something. And a lot of the times parents come to me and say, "My child is too sensitive, change him, fix her." And that is dangerous because a highly sensitive person is a person who can grow up to be someone compassionate and understanding and can make a massive impact to the world. They can grow up to be an amazing Christian because they have a heart for others and they're sensitive to other people's needs and emotions. And you can't really change a person's sensitivity. But there are certainly things that as a parent you can do to help your child who is highly sensitive navigate through this world that is sometimes completely insensitive to their emotions and their needs. One of the first things that you need to do is see sensitivity as a gift, as something that is beautiful and that needs to be nurtured and looked after. It's easy to get frustrated or angry with your child or your daughter if they continue with cry or withdraw or shy away from social events. It's important to see what that relates to and the fact that their sensitivity allows them to be more compassionate and more humane towards others. And when you recognize that and you see them and you help them see that, you show them that I love the fact that you noticed that so-and-so was upset today. What do you think we can do to help her feel better? You have the opportunity to raise a child who can make a difference to the world, who is sensitive to the needs of others, not just their own. It's important also to partner with your child. Sometimes a sensitive child feels like the world is against them and that they are the only one that gets how they feel. And the best way to partner with a highly sensitive child is to express empathy and to be empathic towards their needs. Now, that doesn't mean to say that I have to agree with the reasons that they're upset at a given time, but I need to validate their feelings. I need to make sure that they know that it's okay for them to feel that way, and I understand that they feel that way, and I hear and can hold their emotions. I'm not going to reject them because of their emotional response to any given situation. That I am gentle enough and loving enough to hold them through that until such a time that I can give them tools that empower them and teach them how to hold their own emotions. It's important to focus on the strength of a highly emotional or highly sensitive child to help them see that as well as their sensitivity, they do have strengths. And usually, like I said earlier, they can feel overwhelmed by the world around them. But if you help them focus and if you help them see the positive things in them, then they can feel stronger and feel more capable of facing that world that over times overwhelms their emotions. It's really important that I let my child know that I accept them. And I accept the way that they are, and I love the fact that they have this gift of sensitivity. The more I resist it, the more I try to convince them that this is something that they need to fight against, that this is something that they need to just not be upset about, that they just need to get over it. The more they withdraw into themselves, the more they learn to suppress their feelings, and the more dangerous that becomes. Because we all know that the more we suppress emotion, the more we push ourselves down deeper into our emotions, deeper into ourselves, the more likely that a volcano will erupt one day of emotions. So a lot of parents talk to me about their highly sensitive child who they've been trying very hard to get them to become less sensitive and telling them not to convey certain emotions or display certain emotions, and suddenly they have a meltdown and they don't quite understand why this child is melting down. A lot of the times it's because this child has built up these emotions over extended periods of time and they no longer have any room for any more, and an explosion happens, and it can come in the form of an angry outburst where the parent is left unsure of whether to treat the emotion or to deal with the misbehavior. So it's critical for highly sensitive kids that we remain empathic, that we think out loud with them about how they feel. It's also important that I create a calm environment for them. Highly sensitive kids are much more sensitive to environments where there is arguments and hostility. It's really important for highly sensitive kids to have an environment that is calm and nurturing and loving. And when I come to discipline highly sensitive kids, because they're so aware of my feelings and so aware of their own feelings and so in tune to both, it's important that my discipline is gentle, that I talk to them about their behavior calmly in a calm, gentle voice. And I talk to them about the repercussions for that and the consequences that are reasonable and related to their misbehavior, rather than harsh forms of punishment, because that again will provoke a highly sensitive response from them. Enjoy your highly sensitive child. They have gifts and treasures that can help them grow into be amazing human beings and amazing world-changing adults. Thank you for being with me today. I look forward to seeing you next time.